I'm Jim George. I'm now a seasonal worker at Weston Bend State Park and Lewis and Clark State Park. But before that, I was a seasonal worker at Watkins Mill. And I still love to come and volunteer at Watkins Mill. This place was especially made for me. I know that because when I came here, it had everything I'd been spending my whole life preparing to do. And that included the beautiful mill with all the wonderful machines in the mill. And my father had run a garage and all about machines, and I was brought up with that. And then I had become a history teacher for many years, and this place was just loaded with historical wonderments. I mean, everything about it, I thought, I've died and gone to heaven here. This was the best place in the world. Nothing I liked better, frankly, as an old history teacher, than doing tours of the mill and the house. The places were just filled with wonderful things. I should have been paying them for the joy of getting to do this. I love demonstrating old-time farm work, such as cutting fence rails, building things, blacksmithing things, because old tools needed to be sharpened, they needed to be reshaped, they needed to be constructed from raw materials. All of that I love to do, and I enjoyed demonstrating that to people as they would come. I also like to play music since I'm an old guitar and banjo player, and when we used to have a festival, I would play on the front porch. I would usually have my brother-in-law help out a little bit. He was kind of a pretty good lead man, and we'd be out there on the front porch and do usually some old-time blues, but then just some old-timey songs as well. We enjoyed doing that. Sometimes I'd do the back porch as well. As I've said, everything is just a joy here, but especially I like working with the people. And what I mean by that is I like working with the staff here. A wonderful staff, all dedicated, but also I like working with the people who come to visit. They seem to have a little bit of something different going on in their minds than normal people. And Christmas on the Farm is especially good for this because it seems almost like a spiritual experience for the people who come. And I wouldn't miss doing Christmas on the Farm ever. Sometimes I get the joy of being able to be in the parlor and sing, but other times I'll do other things. Whatever they ask me to do, I'm more than happy to do. I once took a tour here several years ago, and I was the only one on the tour. And the tour guide told me at the end of the tour of the house, "You should work here." And I took it for real and came and applied, and the next spring they called me and gave me an interview and gave me this job. I can't think of anything in my life that has been greater than that moment. This has been a life-changing experience for me to get to work here and to volunteer here at this park.